My name is Anna. I am 32 years old and I live in a small town near Brighton, England. I work as a baker in a small cafe by the sea. Every morning I open the shop, prepare bread and cakes and greet customers with a smile. My life is simple and quiet. In the evenings I walk home, drink tea and sometimes read before bed. I like the calm sound of the ocean. I have one close friend, Lucy. She often visits me at the cafe. We talk about life and laugh a lot. After a few painful relationships, I told myself I would stay alone for a while. I didn't want more heartbreak. I wanted peace. But sometimes love comes when you are not looking for it. And that is what happened to me. One rainy afternoon, a man walked into my cafe. His name was David. He wanted a coffee and a small cake. He smiled kindly and said, "You have a lovely place here." He had warm eyes and a calm voice. We talked for a few minutes. Before he left, he said, "Thank you, Anna. You made my day better." He came again the next week. Then again the week after that. We started talking more each time. He told me about his job in the city. I told him about baking and how much I love the smell of fresh bread. He laughed and said it reminded him of his childhood. After a few weeks, he started staying longer. One evening, he helped me close the cafe. We sat by the window with cups of tea. He said, "This place feels like home." And I smiled. I started waiting for his visits. David was kind and thoughtful. He brought me flowers once. He made me laugh when I was tired. He made me feel safe. After 2 months, he asked me out to dinner. We met at a small restaurant by the sea. It was simple but beautiful. We talked for hours, and I felt happy, really happy. At the end of the night, he walked me home and held my hand. My heart was warm. We started seeing each other often. It felt real. It felt special. But one Saturday afternoon, everything changed. We were cleaning his car when his phone rang. He walked away to answer it. The screen lit up. It said, "Call from Sarah, wife." My heart stopped. I felt cold inside. That evening I asked him, "David, are you married?" He was silent for a moment. Then he said quietly, "Yes, I am." I didn't know what to say. He told me his marriage was unhappy, that he stayed only for his children. I wanted to believe him, but my heart was broken. That night, I cried. I couldn't sleep. My mind was full of questions. The next morning, he texted, "I'm sorry, I miss you." I didn't reply. Lucy came to visit me that day. I told her everything. She said, "Anna, you need to think about what you truly want." I knew she was right, but my heart was confused. After a week, David came to see me again. He said, "I still care about you. I don't want to lose you." And I stayed. I told myself it was love. For months, we saw each other in secret. He said he would leave his wife one day, but he never did. He always had reasons. His children were young. It wasn't the right time. I waited. I smiled less. I stopped reading. I stopped walking by the sea. I forgot who I was before him. One night, I looked at the flowers he had given me. They were dry. I had not cared for them, just like I had stopped caring for myself. I walked to the beach. The wind was cold. The moon was bright. And I asked myself, is this love or just pain? The next morning I told him, I can't live like this anymore. He said, I love you. But I said, love should not hurt. He looked sad, but I knew I had to let go. That day, I cried. Not because I was weak, but because I was strong enough to say goodbye. I took time off from work and visited my aunt in the countryside. I read books, went for long walks, and slowly felt alive again. When I returned to Brighton, I cleaned my flat, bought fresh flowers, and started writing in my journal again. I felt light. I felt free. A few weeks later, I joined a writing group at a small bookstore. That's where I met Ethan. He was quiet and gentle. He liked poetry and long walks. We started talking after meetings. He never rushed me. He made me laugh again. He made me feel safe. One evening, we had dinner together. He said, you have a kind heart, Hannah. I'm glad I met you. And for the first time in a long time, I believed it. Now, I wake up and feel calm. I bake bread. I laugh with Lucy. I write stories. And I spend time with Ethan. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm living. If someone asked me, was it worth it? I would say yes. Because through pain, I found peace. Through heartbreak, I found myself, and that is the greatest love of all. We all go through heartbreak, but every ending can be a new beginning. Thank you for listening to Anna's story.